Mm. All right, we got to talk about this Galactic Legend event. So they came out a few hours ago, and we already had several YouTubers doing their streamings for unlocks and everything. Nobody's unlocking either Galactic Legend tonight unless you've been hoarding energy for a long time. And let's just go ahead and we'll start from the beginning. So in order to play these events, you have to get these tokens, the dark side currency. And in order to do those, you have to play these missions. And when you go and play those missions, you can then simulate the nodes. It has to be dark side only for the Galactic Legend Kylo tokens. So you do this, and it's about a 25% drop rate on them. As you can see here, the game just doesn't know what to do. This is pretty much what's going on the entire day with it. Errors with connection and everything. So about 25% drop rate on these dark side currency tokens. So let's say you got enough, and you go to do it, and you go to do these missions. You go in here, go over here to the activity, you go in. So you have to have a certain number of tokens to do those missions, right? So you do the mission. If at any point you fail the mission, it takes your tokens away. So not only did you then have to spend approximately 15, that's a good several refreshes of energy just to get enough for, let's say, tier 1. If you then mess up that battle and you lose somehow, that's crystals you threw down like were just wasted on that refresh. It's a mess. This whole event is a total mess. You have to then repeat these missions multiple times to get the reward. So I have to do tier 1 8 times to get the shards of Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So I have to do this 8 times. I have to do this one 4 times, and I have to do this one 3 times. Now, this final one is the duel, or the 1v1 mode that they talked about on the forums. And this has to be one of the most boring and uninspiring battles I've seen in this game. It is literally a fancy version of rock, paper, scissors. There's a little bit of strategy with it based on what's going on with your opponent, what they're doing and what you're doing, and what kind of abilities you're going to use at certain points. But it is literally rock, paper, scissors. You have 3 different abilities. I'm not even going to bother showing it right now because it's just boring. It's just a mess. And this is the 1v1 battle mode that we were all hyping up, talking about, oh, this is going to be new battle mode, it's going to be awesome. And it's just rock, paper, scissors. It's not fun at all. This whole thing is just a mess. And it's going to be at least a couple weeks before most players end up even unlocking these Galactic Legends if they were able to at the start. This is going to be a lot of energy refreshes if you want to get this early on. So we'll see. But yeah, so okay. So talking about that, the activities, not that great. Let's go ahead and talk about something a little more fun. If you guys are wondering about what could possibly counter the Galactic Legends, you can go ahead and throw those out the trash, because look at the base speed. Rey has a base speed of 300. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren has a base speed of, wait for it, 328. These characters are going to be stupid fast. But that's just when they're activated. When you go into them with full gear, and honestly, I'm not going to lie, his face does look kind of cool. I'll have to see. It'd probably get a better look of it when it's actually, unlocked. But yeah, I mean, we'll see with these characters. When you fully gear up these 2 characters and you have them at gear 13 with relic 7, your whole thought of just pure game balance is gone with these characters. If you want to take a look over here on the right side, look at that. 393 speed on Kylo Ren when he is fully geared. For Rey, 398 speed. These characters are incredibly fast. So they're going to go first, and unless you have someone who takes a bonus turn at the start of the match, you're not going to be able to do anything. Raidhan can't stun these characters at the start of the match. Watt can probably do something with one of his tech pieces, but these characters, they're incredibly fast. Now, the nice thing here is that Rey actually is actually pretty low on damage. 4,200 base physical damage when fully upgraded. Versus Kylo Ren, though, 5,400, 81% crit chance on him, 338 armor penetration on him, 552 on Rey. These two characters, they're going to be fast. Kylo Ren is going to deal a lot of damage. He's going to have a very high crit chance. Rey has 100,000 base health. Kylo Ren has 75,000 base health, but he's got 45,000 protection versus Rey with only 20,000 protection. So Rey does not have a lot of protection. She's relying on her health. So if you can get ways to put health down on her or reduce her max health, it's gonna be very powerful for Rey because she doesn't have a lot of protection to regenerate anyways. So, all right, cool. Those look great, right? Let's go ahead and talk about something that's even worse. How many Kyrotechs do you guys want to bet are on these characters? If you bet, if you put down a bet saying 10 at most, you would be wrong. Each character requires 14 Kyrotech pieces. Yes, you heard that right. 14 Kyrotech pieces on both characters. Now, granted, 2 of those are going to go onto their Gear 13 finishes, but both of them will require 700 salvage total, which divided by 50, that's 14, unless my math is way off. That's a lot of Kyrotech. Another 8 stun guns for Kylo Ren, 4 stun cuffs, and 3 of the hypo syringes for Kylo Ren. For Rey, she needs 8 stun guns, 3 stun cuffs, and 2 of the Mark 5 droid collars, and 2 of the Mark 6 hypo syringes. These characters are gear drains. 14 Kyrotech pieces each. I don't even know what to do with this. Remember when they said that Kyrotech pieces were going to be something that would help, ease the gear crunch and make things easier for players? Yeah, somehow I don't think that's true. I don't know if that ever was true, but it's sure as heck not true anymore, because there's no way you can throw these very hard to obtain and expensive gear pieces on characters and say that they are easing the gear crunch, because they sure as heck are not now. 14 on each. 14 on each. That's just, I can't get over that. 14 on each. So, yes, both characters we know are going to be incredibly powerful. There's no doubt about that. They are the meta, but these speeds, these gear requirements are just insane. And that comes to the next question of, what's going to counter these in the future? I mean, if we have Galactic Legends Jedi Luke and Darth Vader in the future, or another Galactic Legend in the future, the power creep just went up so high. I mean, we thought the Jedi Knight Revan was bad with his power creep. This is absurd. And I get it. You want to have the new characters be powerful. But when you put these kind of requirements on them and these kind of stats on them, that just kind of ruins it for other characters. I mean, the balance just goes out the window. DB Official and I were going to talk about counters and what we thought could counter them, and I'm glad we didn't record that today, because that's just gone out the window. Though we'll probably turn it into something about what we thought was going to counter the Galactic Legends. Probably won't anymore, but I mean, look at that. Look at all these Kyrotech pieces that these characters need. I mean, look at it. It's nothing but stun guns and Kyrotech pieces. Oh. If you look at them, once you do the abilities to unlock Kylo Ren, you can't do tier 4, which gives you a title of all things, because that's what I really wanted right now, was a title. And I'm sure the ultimate pieces are sitting back here at tier 6. So then I still have to do another 70 tokens to win tier 4. That's if I win. Then I have to do tier 5, and then I have tier 6 on top of that. It's going to be a long grind for players before they get to the ultimate abilities for the Galactic Legends. It's like it's just grinding on top of grinding on top of grinding. It's not fun. This is really not fun. I don't think anybody's enjoying this. Cubs fan Han had a terrible time on his live stream today. Arnold was having to wail out just to try and max out and try to possibly unlock his Galactic Legends earlier. I haven't checked out Mobile Gamer's stream yet, but I'm sure that one wasn't very fun either. But yeah, this is just a mess. But on a more positive note, I mean, General Hux got a buff. His unique ability, Balance Ambition, now adds, if the allied leader is First Order, all other First Order allies gain advantage for 2 turns at the start of the encounter. That's actually a pretty big deal, because now, under the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, he gets advantage at the start of the match and that automatically gives him the 20% turn meter boost, which not just for General Hux, but also your other First Order characters, especially with that Supreme Leader Kylo Ren ability, with that leadership. Now, you don't have to get the pre-taunt Zeta on Kylo Ren Unmasked, because when he has advantage under the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, he automatically gains taunt for 2 turns. So you automatically have a pre-taunt on Kylo Ren Unmasked, meaning that you don't have to worry about that Zeta now on crew if you haven't gotten it already, and you are going to have the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren Zeta. So yeah, that's a nice thing. At least it's nice to see them buff up Hux a little bit, trying to, you know, kind of, I guess, allay some of the fears about First Order being a little underpowered. So hopefully this turns out a little bit better for your First Order. We'll see. And I mean, even under your other First Order leaderships, that's still going to be pretty good. So yeah, this Galactic Legend event is a mess. The event does not look like fun. These Galactic Legends seem extremely overpowered. Let me know down below, what do you guys think? I'm sure pretty much no one was going to be getting it anyways, but now that you've seen this mess and what's going on here, are you even less motivated to get these Galactic Legends now? Let me know down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.